Welcome, everyone. We're going to be starting in a few minutes, so please get ready, get a pen and paper, get something to drink, and we're going to be starting in a couple of minutes. It's 3:59 here on the West Coast in beautiful San Diego, California. So two things, please, love for if you put on your calendar, or sorry, on your camera so we can see who you are. And second, type in where you're at and what's the temperature where you're at. We're in beautiful San Diego, California, about 75 degrees. So love to hear where you're at. And no, put on the calendar, put it on the camera. We'd love to see you. Grab a paper and pen. We'll be starting. Grab a paper and pen. We also have it going on here, TikTok Live, streaming. So we're going to be having a lot of questions. Cleveland, Ohio, 100 degrees. Sorry, Kay. Hot and humid. Ugh. Well, if you start working with us, you'll have to come to beautiful San Diego, California. Of all things, we have quite a few clients in Cleveland, doctors of ours that have protein bars, energy drinks, things like that. So um, quite a bit. But usually when we started these last year or December, January, I don't remember when, it was cold. So it was complete opposite. It was freezing cold. Can't wait. Good. We're going to be starting in a few minutes. Give everyone a chance to get set up, get ready, get something to drink, get a pad and paper to take notes. This will be recorded, so no problem. This will be recorded. It will be, I'll explain to you where you can get it on our YouTube channel tomorrow. We'll post it tomorrow. We'll go and we'll talk about LinkedIn, where you can watch it on LinkedIn. We'll talk about a few of those things. So everyone, get ready. We'll wait another minute for people to get on. They usually come in late, a minute or two. In the meantime, please type in where you're from and what the temperature is. We're in beautiful San Diego, California, about 75 degrees. We just finished another webinar, and we had quite a few people say they're going to be jumping on. So let's see. That was, we'll see where we start. We got people jumping on TikTok Live, LinkedIn. So we'll be starting in a few minutes. Thank you, everyone, for coming on. We got the chat here. Welcome, welcome. I'll wait 2 more minutes and then we'll start. So there we go. All right, welcome everyone. This is the Fast Moving Consumer Goods webinar, Launch Real Consumer Brands in 90 Days. We're going to walk you through a program that we've been doing for the last 30 years. I've launched over 1,000 items, so we'll go in and explain it to you. Two more minutes. Tennessee, 95. Well, not too bad. Not too bad. Welcome, Renee. Let's see. We got the people on YouTube, but they are not typing in where they are. Much easier on the webinar. So, all right. Can everyone see the first page? Just put up a yes, or it's launching real consumer brands in 90 days. If you could see it with the blue bottle in the 90 days, put a yes or no. Fernando, can you see it? Yes. All right. Perfect. Perfect. All right. We're going to start. Remember, if for some reason, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go through the presentation. At any time, if you have a question, you want to jump on and ask a question, put your hand up. I'll answer the question. If not, you can wait to the end and answer questions. You can do it by typing, or you can come on the camera and ask the question live. And then sometimes, if we got a brave soul here who has a product already launched, we will do what we call a hot seat. We'll ask someone to come on and tell us a little bit about their product and what challenges they're having. But we'll do that at the end. So welcome. This is the Fast Moving Consumer Goods weekly webinar on launching your consumer packaged good in 90 days. It's for first-time founders. So if you're a first-time founder who has an idea that wants to launch a product, you're in the right place. All right. This is one of our sponsors, which is CBG Experience. So, most of you, if you haven't done it yet, when you have your new product, you're going to want to go to trade shows. So, trade shows all over the US. This is an incubator for trade shows. So, think of that. So, let's say the Fancy Food Show or different events. I believe it's going on in New York right now. The Fancy Food Show is going on in New York. So, if you were thinking about going to a show, booths are very expensive. But let's say a 10 by 10 is $10,000. It's plus plus. So you'll have to get a booth, bring product in, tables, chairs. You're probably up for another $10,000. So CBG Experiences goes in, they rent an area like 50 by 50. They set everything up. They give you a 4-foot area with a backdrop to put your products and then a table with your logo. And as buyers come through, you talk to the buyers, but also their marketing. They have buyers come to the booth. And at the end of the show, everyone's leads, they share everyone's leads with everyone. So you may end up at a show with 600, 700 leads. And the great part is a fraction of the cost. I believe he's at, depends on the show, but between $2,500 and $3,000 per show. And you don't have to do anything. You show up and he has everything set up for you. It's the only way to go, right? At a certain point, out of our incubator, you're going to grow and you're not going to need that anymore. You're going to have your own booth and spend the 20 or 50 or $100,000. That's what we hope and dream for everyone. So CBG, Shannon, thank you. There is an upcoming show in San Diego called ECRM. ECRM is coming in San Diego. I believe it's July 18th, 19th, 20th in San Diego for beverages. So if someone's interested, hit me up afterwards. All right, here we go. So anatomy, this looks like a long picture. Basically, the part of this is to talk about is the foundation, right? So we talk about the foundation and the different levels. So we're going to go into that, just explaining to you what that is. Don't get confused. It's a lot, but we're going to go over it step by step, right? Here we go. From idea to shelf in 90 days. So a lot of founders we meet, they're over here to the left. They have a lot going on. They think it's too expensive. They fail. And so what we do is we have a 12-week program that makes it look to the right, a perfect plan, architect plan, ready to go, ready to launch. This is a statistic that is sad but true, so it's very important. You hear in the news about all the success stories, but 85% of all consumer packaged goods fail within the first year. So that's kind of scary. So if there's 1,000 brands launched, 150 will survive the first year. 850 will go out of business. So you're hearing about, we're going to talk about the exits, the ones you heard in the news, like Poppy, like Once Upon a Farm, but you're not going to hear about the ones that didn't make it. And so if you would like to see brands that didn't make it, go to your local 99-cent store and you'll see, especially in the energy drink aisle, you will see a lot of energy drinks that did not make it. So a lot of the thing is people want to know why they weren't successful. So a lot of people, it's not because your lack of passion or bad product taste or not a good idea. It's because the execution was done poorly. It was done in the wrong order, and there was a lot of guessing going on. So we don't want you to make that mistake. We don't want you to be part of the 85%. We want you to be part of the 15%. Hold on here. Again, a little bit more. Founders roadmap. So we talked about the layers, phase one, the foundation, phase two, and then phase three. So we'll get a little bit, we'll go into more detail, devils into details. Here, unfortunately, a lot of times we meet entrepreneurs at the end here, right? They're at the right, they have their heads like this. They made a lot of mistakes. There's a lot of stress. They've run out of money. And sometimes they don't have a product, or they have a product, a warehouse full of product, and it's not selling. And so what we want to make sure is get you at the beginning to make sure you don't go through this normal progression that we normally see, right? From idea to confusion, and then abandonment. So we don't want that for you, and we will walk you through our program. So, couple of myths, right? We meet founders and they say, "My idea is so great, it'll sell by itself." And so, if you're going to be a CEO, we're going to teach you to be a CEO. Uh, we're going to talk about margins, positioning, sequencing, not just the idea, right? Then they have the perfect product. What do I need to think about the business part? You need to think about margins. You need to think about go-to-market strategy, selling, so on. The other one, we meet a lot of founders that looking to raise capital because they think that it's all about price and they want to order a truckload to get the best price. Or their manufacturer told them that the MOQ is a truckload and so they have to buy a truckload. And so we're going to dispense all of those myths and show you the way that we'll want you to launch your product. So, couple of things, right? The foundation. Uh, Number one is the foundation is how we set up the corporation, and then two is the IP, so intellectual property, which is trademarks, look and feel, color, branding, all those kind of things. So what we talk about is that we're setting you up for success to have an exit. So that's you need when you go into business, you would need to plan that you are going to have an exit. If you are going to raise capital or take capital from someone, they want to know that there's going to be an exit. There's going to be an exit where they can cash out, and they're not going to be stuck in your private company for many, many, many years. All right, a little bit about ourselves. My name is Sandro Pianconi. I'm one of the co-founders, and my partner Jorge Olson. We've been doing this over 30 years. Our team is a bunch of semi-retired, retired executives that have been doing this for over 30 years. Made every mistake in the book, so you don't have to. We built over many distribution companies, both in the US and Mexico. Jorge's company distributed over 17,000 stores, and we were the Miller Beer distributors in Mexico. So a lot of fun. We are both authors. We've launched over 1,000 products in the marketplace. Our latest book is called Wholesale MBA. It's available on Amazon, but if you choose to work with us, we will send you an autographed copy. But you can go on Amazon. If you're building a beverage, it would probably be better to build your beverage empire. But they're both good, so you might want to jump on that and start it. We talked about the 1,000 items. So these are some of the 1,000 items that we've done. One being here is a energy drink. So a lot of energy drinks over the year. This is the new one, which is geared towards the anime cartoon one. We have the eye drink, which I have right here, doctor based for your eyes. Doing very well. Uh, let's see, mouthwash, gummies, alcohol, spirits. So real SKUs. We've done formulation. We help with manufacturing, supply chain, online sales, wholesale distribution, retail sales, and export to Mexico when the time is right. Couple of brands we've worked with, you may know. The boss, Rick Ross, we've worked with him in the past. Snoop Dogg, we are currently working with. And Cheech and Chong, we've launched products for them, designed, packaged, manufactured, and launched products with them. So a little bit about, let's see, do we have any questions as we're going? I guess you're going to wait to the end and ask me all the questions, which is cool, right? Very cool, but we'll go to the end. So, sorry guys. Oh, that's not working. Oh, there we go. So 90-day blueprint from idea to global brand. So we talk about phase one, which is the foundation, and then phase two, and then phase three. So we're going to get into that. We're going to jump right in. Step one, building the foundation. So what we want you to do when you're ready, and if you work with us, we're going to help you set up a C corporation. We want it in a zero state taxed area. So it would not be California or New York or Illinois. So it would be either in Nevada, Wyoming, we like Texas, but we really stick to Wyoming and Nevada. for zero state tax. It doesn't really matter where you live. It's where the corporation is and the brand is held. So that's very important. Also, we don't want you doing an LLC or an S Corp because when you go to exit and sell your company, we have a program set up that you will pay zero capital gains. That we don't have a program. We teach you Rule 1202, which is an IRS. You could go look it up while we're talking. Google it. For small cap companies, small companies, if you set it up correctly, it only works on a C Corp, does not work on an S Corp and on an LLC. Also, your trademark. We do not want you launching your brand unless you own the trademark and or you file the trademark. So we have a part of the team, a trademark attorney that will do a free trademark search by class. So if you're launching an energy drink or you're launching some kind of product, we will help you go in and set that up with the trademark. So that will be part of it. And then also from a tax strategy standpoint, we help you qualify for up to $500,000 in research and development tax credits, which is your formulation, your samples, working with us, many other things that you could throw into that bucket. So the tax credit works if you have profit in your corporation, you could use it as a credit, or you can use it against your existing business and or payrolls taxes. So pretty cool. Customer avatar. So this is very important. A lot of people want to go straight to formulation, and that's not what we do, right? So formulation is not the first thing we do. We want to talk about who is your customer avatar. So avatar means you open a dictionary and it's the perfect client that will buy your product. So when someone tells me, oh, it's everyone, we know that they haven't done their research, right? That they haven't done the research, right? So what we look for as an avatar, who's that person? Where do they shop? How old are they? How much money do they have? Do they go to stores? Do they order online? So obviously, this product right here is for anime, is for gamers, people that sit in front of the screen and play games or go to Comic Con. So there's definitely a niche of people that buy this product. Okay. There's a different niche for this product, completely different niche that buys this product. Okay. Completely different. So we work on figuring out who your avatar is, who the demographics are, what are their pain points, what do they buy. Once we have all that information, then we could start working on, well, remember who the buyer is, then the margins, how much can they afford, where are they buying, and then we could start working on building the product. People always do it in reverse, right? They come up with the product first and figure out how they're going to sell it. So we do it in reverse. Once we know who the client is, where they're buying, what they can pay for it, what the sales price is, then we can work on cost of goods sold. So we work on what ingredients go into it. Does it need to be certified organic? Does it not? We were just on a call today with a company that they wanted to make sure it could be sold in Whole Foods and Sprouts, which allows pure cane sugar, but they were good with stevia, right? And they don't need to be certified organic. So then we help you with a co-manufacturer to make sure that your first order is what we call POC, proof of concept. So you're not ordering a truckload, you're ordering 1,000 cases, or sorry, 1,000 bottles or 1,000 cans, just enough to test it, to do it. And undoubtedly, something's going to go wrong, right? From the formulation to be a manufacturer, maybe the taste is not there, the can's not printed right. So we help you with that. Then we'll find two co-manufacturers, a plan A and a plan B. Maybe one on the East Coast, one on the West Coast, just in case anything can happen. We've seen floods, we've seen the machines break down, we've seen fires. So you always want a plan A and a plan B. And then 3PL logistics. We want to make sure your brand, you are not picking and packing and shipping from your garage. As sexy as that sounds, we don't want that. You are at work, you're going on vacation, you're doing one of those things, right? So we make sure that you're in a 3PL. By the way, they sign much better deals than me and you could. So they have contracts with USPS, UPS, FedEx. They're going to get you the best program to ship the product. They'll pick, pack, and warehouse. There's insurance. If there's a flood, if it was in your garage, it's your problem. If it's theirs, they pay for all the product. right? Then we will connect them, their software, to D2C, which we're going to get into next, Amazon, Shopify, all those kind of things. Next, once we know who the client, who your avatar is, what the cost is, who the product is, and formulation, then we start working on the brand building, which everyone likes to know, right? Everyone wants to start there, but we don't start there, right? That's probably week 4, week 5. So we work on our CMO, Jorge, will work with you to come up with your origin story, your hero's journey, what you're doing, why you did it. In the marketplace, my boys ask me all the time, what is an entrepreneur? An entrepreneur is someone that solves a problem for money. So basically, your product needs to cure, or not cure, solve a problem that's not being solved now by the marketplace. So it could be an energy drink that had too much sugar, and now you're doing a sugar-free one, or one that has let's see, peptides in it, or one that has mushrooms in it that no one else has. So those are the kind of things that we look at. We make you deep dive and look into it. Then we also talk about getting you up on direct to consumer, right? D2C. So we want you to start on TikTok. That has worked very well for our clients. We don't want you going to retail. When the time's ready and you're retail ready, we'll have you go to retail. But right now, we want you, and there's a couple of reasons why. Number one, there's no gatekeeper. So those of you who have built brands and you got to go knock on doors and there's a gatekeeper. Who's the gatekeeper? It's the buyer, it's the owner, it's the director of so and so. And they will tell you all the reasons why your product won't work, or they're going to tell you that they already have their plan for fall and to come talk to them in January. And you're saying, wait, I need capital now. I need money now. So what you do is and plus, if you were to get into let's say Sprouts, or I'll use a better Target, and they place an order, even though they tell you it's 30 days, it's probably 60 or 90 days. You need the capital to manufacture the product and get it made. So if you're ready for that, great, right? Great. So what we talk about is most of our clients are not ready, retail ready. So we're on, and then the second thing is you get paid in advance. So if you're selling on TikTok or direct to consumer, you get paid in advance. Then you ship the product out. If something's not working, if the story's not being told right, you could pivot, you could change it. But also on TikTok Live, you, the founder, are your best storyteller. You're telling why it's great, why the product works, so on. So if you, at the end, I'll give you a couple of TikTok channels you can go look at, see what our doctors are doing, and so on. So that really works well. Then after we have proven the model and it's working, here's an interesting thing that happens on TikTok. You're selling, you have cash flow, it's working. Who's looking at TikTok, right? The age group. It's probably not me, I'm too old, but you got buyers maybe 25 to 40 looking at TikTok, and they're buyers of different stores. Costco, they say, hey, this is a great product. I love her story. And they order it. They don't even ask for samples. They just order it to check it out, right? So they order the product, it comes in. If they like it, now they're calling you or our service, right? Because we help with that, retail ready. We help you. We have brokers that once you get a call coming in, an incoming call, it's not a cold call anymore. It's a warm call. That's a much better position to be in than you calling. But most people are not ready for retail. And then last but not least, because now you have that minimum viable product, you're selling online. At some point in your journey, you're going to need to raise capital. And so there's different ways that we can help you raise capital, from seed to Reg CF to Reg A to actually go an IPO. We've had people in our company that in our portfolio that we've helped go public, take them public on NASDAQ. So everything is possible. And then there's creative ways. If you get an order from a large big box change, there's some creative ways to get that financed. So main point number 3, the cost of implementation, right? Going the solo route, doing it on your own. You could read books, you could look at ChatGPT, you could do all those things. But we've been on calls where we're talking to a founder and he has his CPA on, or his lawyer, trying to negotiate a contract for for manufacturing, for co-packing. They're asking all the wrong questions, going down the wrong rabbit holes, all those kind of things. So with us, you get a structured from legal to finance to product development to manufacturing. We teach you to operate like a CEO and not a hobbyist, right? Not a part-time. We're going to talk a little bit about exits and branding and things like that. So I'm sure a lot of you have heard about Poppy. Probably 3 or 4 years ago, you never heard of Poppy. It's because it was the product on the left, right? It was a mother beverage. It was an apple cider vinegar. Very good for you, very healthy for you. An investment group came in that had an agency. They worked on the new branding, the new story, the new behind it. And so after the re-architecture called Poppy, they set it up where they incentivized TikTok affiliates, TikTok sellers to rep their brand. They incentivize them with stock and stock options, which we show you how to do that. And in 3 years, they had an exit to Pepsi for 1.9, almost $2 billion. So crazy, but true. So they also had a ground war with their DSD distributors. They incentivized them with stock options. Also, love this story. Once Upon a Farm is a local San Diego company, started out of a garage. You now know it because you see the commercial with Jennifer Garner. But before Jennifer Garner came on, sorry. Before Jennifer Garner came on, it started in a garage in San Diego. Uh, hold on. Sorry, I had a little spill, but I'm okay. I'm okay here. Let me grab this. So Jennifer Garner, before she came on, started in San Diego. They had a an IPO not back in February for about $800 million. So quite 724 million. Don't know what it's trading at today, but they did very, very well. And then Sal's is the next Poppy. They're branding it and doing it. So very cool. So eliminating the friction. You know, we talked to a lot of people that are just starting out and they're worried, right? They're afraid. Should they jump in? Should they do it? They have a full-time job, so they don't know if they want to jump in and do it. So our program eliminates the friction. It's built for full-time professionals like yourself to work 1 or 2 hours a week, right? Designed specifically for first-time founders. And we have a sequence of things that we do in order to make sure you don't make those mistakes. We have a 12-week launch incubator. So it's a curriculum that we work on. So 12 weeks that we work on. So there's two ways you can work with us. So, and we'll open it up for questions. We have what we call VIP consulting, where clients work with us on a weekly basis. They come in for an hour a week. They get both me and Jorge together. And then when the hour is done, we go back and get the projects done that you asked us to work on. The do it yourself, do it DIY is a 12-week course that has videos. Then you come to a once a week call like this, where we answer all your questions. You get a launch planner, unlimited help desk, and then introduction to all of our trusted vendors there. So that is something that we put together. Fast forward, let's see, we're July 2nd. So October 2nd, if we're sitting here October 2nd on this call, you would have your corporation set up, you would have your trademarks filed, you would have a reliable manufacturer, you'd have your formulation done, and you'd be getting ready to go to get your product ready for market. So that's what we would do. We also what value this does. So if you were to do the DIY one, we have a 12-week course that we do sell online for $5,000 just by itself. But then you get the live weekly founder calls, right? So those are hosted by our co-founders, myself and Jorge. The structured plan and workbook, which is really a business plan. By the time you fill it out, will become a business plan. Unlimited help desk, and then trusted suppliers, which is priceless. So you're not going out looking to find suppliers, which we've already been through for the last 30 years and are come highly recommended. Also, if you're to sign up today for the package, You get a list of retail buyers and chain contact list, so very powerful. So when your product's ready to go in 90 days, you're able to have a list of chain stores with the buyer that you can reach out and start talking to. The list of 3PLs, so it's not you picking up the phone calling. These are all trusted people that work with CBG products. They're insured. They connect to all the software programs that we're going to recommend that you use. Also, if you're looking for capital, we're going to give you a list of investment funds that invest in startups or companies that have a minimal viable product. So that comes with the package. You also get a $5,000 coupon. So if you want to come on and sign up today, you get a $5,000 coupon for your custom formulation. So if you're going to do a formulation, if you need a formulation, we will give you a $5,000 coupon that could be used against the formulation for that. And if you're ready to actually talk to us, set up an appointment, Fernando, can you drop in there? Well, two things. If you can drop in the calendar so they can sign up. I am not taking meetings tomorrow. And then second, drop in, oh, we already have it, the YouTube channel. So if you want to see this recorded tomorrow, you can jump in and do it. Oh, we got the free call. So if you want to jump on a free one-on-one call, this is for someone that's looking to hire us to bring on either VIP consulting or DIY consulting. You can jump on and set up a call, and we'll walk you through what we do and so on. And if you want to watch this or show this to your partner or spouse or boyfriend or girlfriend, you can jump on and you could show them the video tomorrow. We will post this video tomorrow. If you have any questions, you can either raise your hand and we'll unmute you. You can ask a question, or you could put it in the chat and ask me any questions, or you can save them for the meeting. But we got quite a few people on. If you want to go on, and then we got the TikTok. So let me see some of the TikTok questions here. So, Kay, do you have any questions? Or Renee, Jerry, who do we have here? Does anyone have any question? You can drop them in the text, or if you want to be unmuted, I can unmute you. Just we got some questions popping up. The total cost of the program, not the DIY program. So yeah, so the DIY program it's for 90 days. It's $5,000. And it's DIY. If you want to bring us on to help you and be so you get the whole team. So you get a CMO, a COO, a supply chain. You get everyone as part of the team. It's $5,000 per month. So it's more hands-on, white glove service. We're taking care of you. We're helping you with doing all those things. So a lot of our clients, larger companies, doctors, they do that, but that's why we offer both programs. We have the white glove VIP service, and then we have the DIY service. So let me put in perspective for you. Is if you were to hire a minimum wage employee in the state of California, full time, they know nothing, and then you have to pay workers' comp and health insurance, you're at $5,000 per month. And you get our team, 30 years experience, and everyone that is on the team to help you launch your products. DIY, yeah, DIY is $5,000. Yeah, so the DIY is $5,000. It's a 90-day course. You still get us, but you get us with everyone else, which is it's not a bad thing, right? So you will be at like on this, you will be asking questions, but live. We'll be working with you, and there might be 10 other people, 2 other people, 20 other. It just depends who's jumping on that day for what questions they ask. And so and then you get the other thing is the help desk. So you get unlimited help desk. So let's say you're on the call and you ask a question about something and we're working on it, and then you go, oh shoot, I forgot to ask. Then what we will do is you can send an email and someone on our team will answer. VIP is $5,000 per month. So that is what it would cost to have a minimum wage person that knows nothing that you would have to train. So it's an incubator. We have over 12 clients now that are in the incubator, different phases. So we have startups to $100 million companies that are in and then after, well, no. The DIY course is $5,000 and that's it. You pay $5,000 and you get the videos, you get everything for 90 days and you get on the calls. But it's DIY, right? The VIP is $5,000 per month and we're on the phone with you, we're helping you, and we're getting stuff done. So that's the difference. One is 5,000 total, where you're doing a lot of it yourself. There's videos, there's the handbook and so on. And then the other one is $5,000 per month, which will take you between 90 and 180 days to launch a product. So hopefully, I answered that question. The answer is, what's the cap? The cap is however long you would like us on board as your partners and helping you, right? Because one thing is launching the product or formulating, getting it made, and then it's you're going to say, which most of our clients do, I need help selling. And then we could go in and talk about other programs that we help with D2C. Well, we could tell you how to all do it yourself, or we have an agency that does it. We're a sales broker. We can help you get into retail. So depending on what your product is, and I can answer all these questions. And if you do need help raising capital, we do help raise capital after you have a minimal viable product. It can't just be, I got a great idea. There's a lot of ideas. It's you need to execute, formulate, come up with a product. If you're raising capital, you need to send samples to investment funds. They're not just going to buy it off of a PowerPoint or a deck. So hopefully we answered that question. Jerry asked on the C Corp, why a C Corp? I think I said it, but I'll jump in again. The C Corp is because it's a capital corporation that the IRS sees as the unlimited shareholders. You're going to have, a million shareholders or 10 shareholders go in. They have to invest the money. They hold the stock for at least 5 years. And when they go to sell it, they pay zero capital gains. So that means is if you as the founder invested $1,000 to start your corporation, you bought a million shares at 0.0001, which you're allowed to do. That's what you paid. Your basis is $1,000 for those shares. And then you have traction in 5 years. Pepsi or Unilever or a private equity group or your next door neighbor wants to buy the company and ends up buying it for $1 million or $100,000. That $99,000 in profit is zero capital gains because we set it up structured correctly on the C Corp. So remember, I am not taking calls tomorrow. I should have went in and blocked my calendar. I forgot it was a holiday. So please book calls for Monday. If you want to see this, if I went too fast, if you want to see this, go in and jump on the YouTube channel tomorrow. We drop that in there. I would definitely like to sign up. I sent you an email. Look forward to speaking on Monday. Awesome. Everyone have a wonderful day. Happy 4th of July. And we'll talk to everyone next week. Thank you.